If you'd like to know the secret as to why people will find the money for high ticket services no matter the price, then stay tuned because I'm about to reveal all. For the best advice on how to become a desirable must-have coach in the market, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you get notified every time a video drops every single week. Hi there, my name is Jen Hall. I'm a business desirability coach and best-selling author of Expert Unrivaled, the 5-step system to helping coaches and service-based entrepreneurs to become the most desirable option in the market. So they can go from being overlooked and trying to convince people that they're worth it to being a truly irresistible offering to their ideal clients. So I'm going to be giving you a sneak peek and preview into one of my most impactful webinars. In this short clip, I'm going to be revealing the secret as to why people will find big bucks for the things that they truly want. Make sure that you stick around until the end because I'm going to be showing you how you can gain access to my ultimate guide to selling high ticket services with ease. So stay tuned. So I just want to say people will pay for what they value. It's not about finding the people with the most money to spend, right? It's not like, okay, so, oh, they look rich or that market's got a ton of money. It's not about doing that. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you're going to buy it, right? You know, if you don't want it, you're not going to buy it. It doesn't matter how much money you've got. Equally, how many times have you or someone else say that they can't afford something but found the money for a different thing? I mean, how frustrating is that when you're just like, yeah, how about jumping in to do this thing together? And like, oh, no, I can't afford it. And then off they go do something else because they don't want to do it in the first place. If you don't want something, you won't buy it. And when you do, you'll justify whatever it is that you want to buy as important. Even if it's a treat, we'll say, oh, it's important to treat yourself. And we'll find a reason to justify its value. It's all about creating wanted products. Something that Seth Godin said, and I live by, is go and find out what people will pay anything for and go and sell it to them. And that really is the basics of business. Then it's about what other people want. It's really, truly understanding what do they value. People value things that help them to achieve their goals and desires and to solve a problem that they have. And the bigger the goal and the bigger the desire, the more painful the problem, the more people are willing to pay for it. It's simple. So really understanding who it is you're serving is critical to honing in on that value. So I'm going to give you an example here. So if I offered you this lovely house, you'd likely find the money for it, right? Okay, so this is valued at 9 million in Chelsea. Chelsea, if you don't know, is in London, and I think it's the most expensive place to live in the world, if not the country, okay? Basically, it's a really good location. All the house prices are ridiculous. This is not real. I've crossed out the price and put a new one on. But if I offered you this house for £60,000, you are going to do something about that, right? If you're a true, and I'm talking about entrepreneurs here, right? If you're a true entrepreneur, you are going to go out and crowdfund that money. You're going to find it from somewhere, even if you've got to give away some of the money that you make on top of that to the people who help you crowdfund. You are going to make sure you find the money from somewhere because, £60,000 to most people, they don't have, right? Just lying in the bank. That's not usual for this day and age. People just have that money lying around. You're going to have to find it. But oh my goodness, you're going to do everything you possibly can to find that money from somewhere because you can know the return on investment that if you bought that, in that location, oh my goodness, it's an absolute bargain. So really think about that. When you really want something, when you can really see the return on investment on what you're offering somebody, when they can see it, when they can see the value, they're going to pay for it. They're going to find the money from somewhere. But the thing is, like I said, everyone has different wants, motivations. They have different priorities and different problems. We're not all built the same. Now, anyone see Wolf of Wall Street? Give me a wolf in the comments if you've seen Wolf of Wall Street. Absolutely brilliant film. I absolutely adored this. Yeah, Jade's seen it. Honestly, I just love this film. I could watch it over and over again.
But this particular scene is really poignant to me. And I remember going, don't shoot him down, stop shooting him down, because I can't remember his name now. The main guy, let's just say Leo. Okay, Leonardo DiCaprio. How can I not remember his name? It's completely gone. Leonardo DiCaprio stands up and he goes, hey, look, everybody wants to make money. Everyone wants to make money. And his friend here pipes up and goes, well, no, actually, that's just not true. Not everybody wants to make money. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he basically, I think there's a few swear words chucked in here. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, the Amish, they don't want money. They're quite happy. They're not materialistic. And he gets cross. He's like, no. I'm talking about the working class man. I'm talking about everyone. Everyone wants to make money. But his friend was right. Not everybody does. And actually, they were talking about, they had an ideal client. They had a very specific type of person that they would be targeting. Okay, it's not about everybody wants to make money, because not everybody does. Going back to that previous example of the house, some people who aren't interested in making a ton of money and a big investment and having an amazing pension or fund for life, don't know who that would be, but it's not everybody. It's not everybody. It doesn't float their boat. Some people, when they buy a house, they buy a home. They don't buy a property to develop. They have different motives for doing different things. So it's really important to understand that. So oh, hang on, have I just already done that? No, it's fine, we're on here, we're on the right track. So it's not about attracting people with money, it's about attracting people with a certain kind of goal and desire and a certain type of problem. So your messaging has to be spot on so that it really hits the correct motivations, the correct problems, that becomes a genuine problem for somebody, that isn't a made up problem. So many people try and help problems that don't really exist. And try and convince people of the problem they don't have, and which is no good. So you have to get real. You have to really understand what it is, who it is you're helping, and what their genuine problem is, and stop trying to solve problems that really are neither here nor there for people. I had someone try and after admitting that I was really nervous about speaking in front of large groups of people, or in fact public speaking full stop, which is ironic considering I won those awards. I do, and I dance around the stage through nervousness, and I can't stand still and whatever else, but it doesn't stop me. I get really nervous and I talk too fast and so on, but it doesn't stop me. I get out there and I do them. So I don't see it as a problem. And so I wouldn't be, and she was trying to basically sell me a program to get over the nerves of speaking. But I've just come to terms with, well, I really don't think they're going to go away. What I want help with, notice my tone of language, what I want help with is, really fine tuning my public speaking, looking at taking it to the next level, not trying to fix a problem that I don't really have, because whilst it's there, I don't see it as a serious problem. So you can see how this little argument went on, where she was just like, no, I can help you. And I'm like, I don't need help, leave me alone. And it gets frustrating. So it's knowing that I always say that apparently the first number one rule of sales is people don't like to be sold to, which is correct. But my first rule of sales is don't assume everyone needs your product, because it's just not true. Go and find someone who is petrified of getting on stage and can't do a speaking gig. They're the people who need her, not me. So it's about really understanding the kind of person you're dealing with. High ticket isn't about glitz and glamour. It's not about the bubbles and barley and selling. I mean, you can do, but it really isn't about that. It's about high transformation, about helping people to see the return on investment that you offer. Really, that's all it's about.
If selling high ticket is your goal, then make sure that you download my free Ultimate Guide 5-step system to selling high ticket services with ease. You can find the link to download this in the description below. So I truly hope that you're going to go away from this clip as a high ticket selling boss, and that you found this video really useful. If you did, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, give me a comment below to let me know, and why not share this video with your fellow entrepreneurs. See you next time. And if you wanted to join a community of entrepreneurs just like you, I have an exclusive group, Unrivaled Experts, where I share up-to-date tips and challenges to help you become an unrivaled, desirable, must-have expert. Make sure you join us using the link in the description, and I can't wait to see you in there. One of the most impactful webinars that I have ever delivered. It's going to be